Hi, Hugh Taylor here. Good morning. It's time for another video. And again, I'm going to be answering a question I get a lot. In fact, I get this question about 2 to 3 times a day, and I'm starting to get a little bit cranky about it. But I want to explain what's going on so that people will not be confused anymore, hopefully. It's actually more of a demand than a question. I want to be on CNN, Fox, ABC, and CBS, and NBC. Can you do that for me? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Okay, can I get you on these major networks? The answer is almost certainly no. And maybe it's just me. I'm not the biggest PR person in the world, but I will tell you that there are certain stories and certain businesses that even if they paid, Edelman or Weber Shandwick $50,000 a month, they cannot get you on CNN, Fox, and NBC either. Okay, there are certain stories that will not work in that venue. It is possible to do, and I want to talk about it, okay? But first, I want to try and explain or offer an explanation of why I think this issue is coming up so much. There's confusion about this because of advertising that I wouldn't say it's false advertising, but it's a little bit distorted by the press release distributors. Now, I work with these companies. They're perfectly legitimate companies, but there's a slight exaggeration of what they can do for you. And I'm sharing on this slide an example of a distribution report from a distributor, and it shows that a press release has been picked up on, for example, KTSM NBC 9 in El Paso, Texas, KTAB CBS 32 in Abilene, Texas, KWKT Fox 44 in Texas as well. So what's happening here is they're placing your press release on websites of local Fox, ABC, and NBC television stations. You're on a local television station's website. That is not the same as being on Fox News. Does that make sense? You're not on CBS or NBC. You're on a local television station affiliated with that network. You're on their website, where honestly, nobody is going to see your press release. It's on that website because the process helps with search engine optimization. A related problem, and the distributor in this case shall remain nameless. Now, they are a completely legitimate company. I'm not saying that they're liars, but there's an exaggeration going on. This is on their website. They put these logos, ABC, NBC, USA Today, Huffington Post, Los Angeles Times. I can tell you that this is not what they do. When you distribute with them, your press release goes out through PR Newswire, which is a high-end distribution service. Your press release goes into a feed of press releases that reporters might see, but almost always don't. Sometimes these press releases get picked up in these publications, but don't count on it. Okay? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be obnoxious or discouraging, but I'm a big believer in being straight with people and not overselling and not getting people hyped up about stuff that's really almost impossible. And I would encourage you to use some common sense. Okay, if you watch the news, watch the major national network news, this is what you're going to see. Lester Holt, people of this caliber and this level. Okay, here he is breaking a story about a civil rights investigation. Lester Holt is interested in important stories to the American public. Is Lester Holt really going to dedicate time on national broadcast news to your story, to your supplements, to your weight loss program, to your fintech company, to your crypto token? Okay, maybe, but probably not. Right? Does that make sense? If you're sitting there saying, well, my crypto token is special, Lester Holt of the NBC News is going to dedicate time on the national broadcast news to my crypto token, you're almost certainly mistaken. Okay? Now, it is possible. I've done it. Okay? This is an example of a story that I got onto ABC Good Morning America. Okay? It's an incredible story. It's about a 16-year-old boy who plays 117 musical instruments. Can you see why they're interested in that? That's a different kind of story that you don't see that every day, right? Okay, this is a cool story. We're going to cover it. That's what it takes. Or and this is important to keep in mind too, there are opportunities in seasonal or special event categories. And again, this is probably never going to happen like on the nightly major national news, but there are on the news divisions of the networks, they have other shows like morning shows, special events and stuff where they may have like, special Christmas gift stories or Christmas charity stories. There are possibilities to get featured on these major networks in certain situations. But it does not happen with any kind of like, pay $300 and get your press release sent to them kind of service. That is not how it works. It takes somebody like me calling them up and telling them about your story and that sort of thing. So it can be done. It's not easy. I would encourage you to be realistic about it because also I've been an entrepreneur too. It's wasting time and resources on things that are difficult, may not always pay off. It's something to be circumspect about. Anyway, if I haven't discouraged you totally, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing. I might be able to help you. You can learn more about the way I approach things in my free ebook, Stop Being Invisible, which is available at the link below. We also have a special offer that you can take advantage of, or you can book a short meeting with me to talk about public relations. So maybe we'll talk. In any event, we'd love to help you. Take a visit to commsfactory.net and let's be in touch.